Hey girl, hey! We're making red wine bolognese. With red wine bolognese, it's a pasta dish. You're gonna have leftovers, which is great. So you can just make a whole bunch on a Sunday and then you have it for the rest of the week. Or a couple days if you have somebody you have to share it with. For preparations, we need to dice up celery, 2 carrots, and an onion. Also, you'll want to dice up some garlic. If you put garlic in the microwave, apparently you can easily take off the shells, which is what I did here. And then I just put them in the chopper. I'm going to use this red wine from Bargetto. It's a tuxedo red, just like my little kitty cat. And I'm going to have Parmigiano Reggiano, along with a can of tomato paste and a can of crushed tomatoes. We're also going to want all of these seasonings, as well as heavy cream. Want to air out the red wine, so I've got the weird air filter thingy on top of the bottle, and I'm going to just use a cup of it. The rest of it is going to be for drinking, I guess. Medium high heat, put in some olive oil to your Dutch oven kind of pan, and then we're going to put in all of our onions, carrots, and celery. No garlic yet, just onion, carrot, celery. Once your onions, carrots, and celeries have sweated down a bit and they're all nice and sauteed, translucent kind of, then we're going to add in the garlic. And that's only going to need to be in there for like 30 seconds to a minute. You will smell the garlic, and that's when you know it's time to go on to the next step. Next, we got our ground beef. This is a 80-20. It's about 1.5 pounds because I buy them in bulk at 3 pounds and then I cut them up in half and store them or freeze them. So about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and it's a 80-20. If you want to go lean, go lean. If the flavor's not there, it's because the grease wasn't there, I guess, right? Once you've got your ground beef crumbled and cooked, browned, now we're going to add that cup of red wine. Ella, I'm doing a voiceover. Why? Why are you going over my voiceover? Be a good girl. Where was I? Yeah. Red wine, scrape the bottom of the pan. So you want to use a wooden spoon, spatula, so you don't, cut the bottom of the pan or ruin it. But we do want to scrape all the nice bits that got down there. The fondt. Fondt? Yes, the fondt. We want to scrape that up and get it into our sauce. Now we're going in with our crushed tomatoes, along with our can of tomato paste. Next, we're going to drop in a bay leaf. You could do 1 or 2, it's up to you. I'm just gonna go with 1 because I want it to be subtle. Now we're going to cover it, partially. We want a little, air gap so that water can escape. And we're going to go down, all the way down to low.
Alexa,
low.
Set timer for 1 hour.
This is gonna be going for an hour, maybe even 2 hours. So after an hour,
Alexa,
mine got pretty thick already. We're going to give it a mix. Remove the bay leaf because it has done its job. And we can throw that away. We're going to check and see, is it as thick as you would like it to be? If not, put the cover back on and go for another 30 minutes. Check. Still not thick enough, another 30 minutes. Remember, we're going to add heavy cream to this when we're done. But I think I'm good. I only did an hour and it's where I want it to be. As you can see in the background, I'm starting my pasta with boiling hot water. And in this pan, I'm going to add my heavy cream. It's still on a low heat and you're going to stir your pot as you're pouring in your heavy cream. Just nice little waterfall of heavy cream. I only did half of this pint, so that's what? That's 1 cup of heavy cream. I don't know, check me on my math. I don't remember my measurements, but I did half of that pint. If you want it more creamier, add more heavy cream. It's your kitchen, do what you want. Now it's time to add some salt. Some pepper. Give it a mix. Give it a taste. If you want more salt, add more salt. If you think it needs more pepper, add more pepper. Now it's time to place in our cooked pasta. I'm using these radiolini, I don't know. They're like little spirals. But you can use spaghetti, penne, bow tie, whatever kind of pasta you want to use that. Give it a good mix. And now we're ready to serve. I'm going to put some garlic bread with this. And we're going to garnish it with that Parmigiano Reggiano. It's so good, even the cats like it. But notice how my cat looks like the cat on the bottle. That's the only reason why I love that wine from Bargetto. Anyway, that is how you do a red wine bolognese. Bolognese, you usually use a white wine. I've tried it with white wine and I've tried it with red. I like the red wine better. If you guys want to use white wine, go ahead and do it. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye girl, bye!